Oh, they did it again. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, remember last year, or I think was either last year or 2 years ago, when Disney had their own little crossover with Marvel and Phineas and Ferb, which was called Mission Marvel. They have another one, and guess what it's based on? Star Wars! Yes, there is a Phineas and Ferb Star Wars crossover that is coming out. I'm sorry. Now here's the funny thing about this. Well, the Phineas and Ferb Mission Marvel crossover, I knew about it. Like, I think I even saw a few videos of it in 2012, a year before it actually came out. So I knew about it. Like, it was everywhere. But with this special, the Star Wars one, I didn't know about it at all. And I really, didn't know about it, which is quite funny. Now, I can't really, say what I like and don't like about this, because obviously it hasn't come out yet, but I'm just going to tell you guys what I don't and don't like about the idea of a Phineas and Ferb crossover special. And that is a crossover with Star Wars. And the thing is that my main issue with it, and probably the main issue you have too, and that is, I feel like they're doing it simply for the sake of, crossovering. Like, the sake of, oh, Phineas and Ferb is Disney, Star Wars is now Disney, both are Disney. Great crossover, let's do it, man, let's do it, guys, do it, stuff like that. That's, like, pretty much the only reason why I think they do it. And the thing is that, I don't hate Phineas and Ferb, I think it's a decent show, but why Phineas and Ferb with Star Wars? Why couldn't have been Wander with Star Wars? I mean, they are at least similar in some aspects. I mean, Wander is an alien, and he fights crime with other aliens. Well, he doesn't really fight crime, but he stops other aliens from invading planets, so that is at least similar to Star Wars. Phineas and Ferb is really nothing like Star Wars, so I honestly don't get how they can milk it with that. And the main problem I have with it, it's gonna have plot holes, and I know that I can't magically, predict it's gonna have plot holes. I mean, maybe, thankfully, you'll have a well-structured plot, and it will be, like, different than the Mission Marvel one. But the main problem I had with the Mission Marvel one is that there were so many things that didn't make any sense, which is why I kind of loved which is the main reason why I kind of loved and hated Mission Marvel. I hated the overall plot, everything else I loved, and, I mean, the biggest thing is that how the, Mission Marvel, the Marvel universe, and the Phineas and Ferb universe are entwined with each other. How the heck does that make any sense? I mean, you get these two universes that have always been separate, put them together, and then just bring out and pull out their butts saying, "Oh, they've always been together." I mean, the heroes are in New York in the same universe as Phineas and Ferb. They've always been a part of the same universe, even though they're not, and we're totally kidding you. And it's just not canon at all. And blah, like, it's just stuff like that. Like, that's what really bothered me. And I know you're probably thinking, well, not you, but someone who's silly is probably thinking, you're thinking it's too deep. It's for kids. It doesn't have to make sense. Just because it's for kids, it doesn't have to make sense. I need a drink of water. And that's really my main problem with it. And the second thing, I'm still looking forward to the special. I think they can make a Star Wars special and still make it good. But, like I said before, I don't hate Phineas and Ferb. It's just that the main reason why I don't really, I just don't really find it that interesting of a crossover, to be quite honest. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I think the fanfiction.net a story based on the Star Wars and Phineas and Ferb would be more interesting than the idea of an actual legit special. And the main reason why is because Phineas and Ferb has not really been that interesting. I mean, in the first few seasons, it was fairly interesting, but now that it keeps going, it's like, gone really low, and the characters, I don't care about them anymore. The plots are always the same, and Phineas, I don't find him that interesting of a character. I'm not saying that he doesn't have any personality. It's just that he's just the adventure that keeps the plot going. That's all he really is. And Ferb is just the guy that's there, comic relief, and and Candace is just the girl to I guess mess with things and be somewhat of a comic relief, or just I just feel like the characters are just kind of there. Like, they're just there for the sake of being there rather than any other reason. And that's the main reason why I'm kind of, nervous-sided, as Pinky stated about this special. No, Pinkie Pie didn't actually say anything about the Star Wars special. It's just Question Girls. Moving on. And that's really my idea of the Phineas and Ferb Star Wars special. Is it probably going to have problems? Most likely. Is it probably going to have good things about it? Most likely. Will I see it whether it is good or bad? Most likely. So this is Drawing Girl 4, talking about the Star Wars Phineas and Ferb crossover. So tell me guys in the comments, what do you think about this certain special? And for any of you thinking this is a joke video, no, this isn't a joke video. This is actually it. You can see the legit video in the description. This is Drawing Girl 4, and I am out.